Kazakh show on the Trev. It's too sweet. Disappointing game 5. So I figure what's worse than a disappointing game 5? How about talking about the Flyers? That didn't take long for the Flyers to remove the tag from Daniel Briere. Early today, Flyers held a press conference where they announced the new president of hockey operations and announced that they were taking off the interim tag, thus making Daniel Briere the newest general manager for the Philadelphia Flyers. Well, I guess we'll do what we do best. Let's talk about it. All right, so like I was saying, if you remember your history, 2 months ago, March 10th to be exact, Briere was named interim GM after the Flyers finally parted ways with longtime failure of a general manager, Chuck Fletcher. We talked about it right there. Now, granted, he didn't really do much in said 2 months, as by the time Briere was brought on, the trade deadline had already come and gone. So he was stuck with Fletcher's team and got to assess it properly and decide, it's in need of a serious makeover. So that's what Briere gets to do. He gets to make over the team. Good or bad, I don't know, but when you hear from him himself that it could take a while or a little bit, brace yourselves. It could be a little bit of a bumpy road. And we mentioned it in the video with Fletcher where Briere has no formal NHL GM experience. This is his first full-time GM gig, but he has been a GM in the ECHL, general managing Maine, and had some really good success there. So if he can translate success from that to the Flyers level, I'm sure Flyers fans would love it. Going from a team that has missed the playoffs for 3 straight seasons, finishing the 22-23 season with 31, 38, and 13 record, finishing 17 points out of the final wildcard spot. They probably want some winning. They probably want a roster that will win, right? Right. And one kind of has to think, what kind of team is Briere going to turn the Flyers into? Because it's not like he's to start from scratch. I mean, he's got younger guys like Morgan Frost and Owen Tippett and Noah Cates that he could definitely build around or use as blocks or chips or something to that degree. You got to imagine guys like JVR, Kevin Hayes. I've heard funny rumblings about Carter Hart. Might be on the way out the door. I mean, the first two, I don't doubt. The last one, I'll believe it when I see it, but that's a different debate for a different day. Whether or not that actually happens or not, I don't know. But ultimately, it might be a beneficial thing because the biggest problem in Philly for the longest time has been consistent goaltending. And when they do have it, they trade it. Look at Bobrovsky, right? Right. Let's hope they stop that trend. And I hate to be the guy to do this, especially to Flyers fans. Sorry, not sorry. When you think about the Stanley Cup and the droughts, who do you think's behind Toronto? Not counting Buffalo and Vancouver, who have never won it. That's right, Flyers fans. I mean, we bugged Toronto about 67. 75 was still pretty long ago. It was still before my time. So there's that to consider. So ultimately, I think what's being said here is, 50 years is a long time. And it looks like with the way this rebuild is going to go, they'll pass that 50-year mark of the last time they won the Cup. And hopefully, Briere can put these pieces together to make them competitive, to be a team that can run and win for a Stanley Cup. Because, again, 50 years, it's a long time ago. I mean, Toronto has 13. They can look back at 13 different other instances. The Flyers have 2. And they've also lost the Cup 7 times. It's time to get back to winning, I would think. Hopefully, Briere can pull this off for the Flyers. But proof is in the pudding, and we'll see it when we get there. Let me know your thoughts on Daniel Briere being named general manager of the Philadelphia Flyers. It's another one of Trev's hockey shows. I want to thank you for tuning in. Don't think I don't appreciate the gesture, especially if you made it to this point. And if you have, thank you very much. My algorithms and I do thank you. But if you dig what I'm doing, if you just want to say hi, or if you actually just, made it to this point, give me a thumbs up. I think I've earned it. That red button that says subscribe all over it, you know you want to. It'll make you feel good. And I'll enjoy the fact that you did it. So let's hit that button. The social I never use. It's in the description down below. Let's move forward. I got an award video, or at least an award prediction video coming your way, so look out for that. But either way, in the meantime, in between time, be looking for more videos from Trev. Later.